One, two, one, two. You have tuned in to the Stay in Your Lane Show podcast. And I'm your host, Olympic champion, world champion, and the funniest Olympic champ on the planet, Bernard Williams. That's right. When I say Bernard, I mean Bernard. What's up, Blu-ray? Congratulations to Blu-ray. He has just advanced to the final at our district, moving forward to the AAU championships. All right. Shouts out to Ashley Thomas, who is here. She'll be coming in pretty soon.
I think the sound is good now.
DeMarco. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure because I did a couple episodes with Aaron Brown, and our voices were off, and we had to do it again. And he was really nice enough to do it again. You know, like you are. Because I understand. As collegiate athletes, you have a life. You're doing your thing. And you're entrepreneurs. You're definitely on a different level than where we were in the 90s. I don't want to, but that's what it is. And so, time is money. So I appreciate any time that you give me when we actually have any type of malfunction and we're still able to, do our episode, because I am all about information and comedy and entertainment, and I'm glad that you're on our show. Yeah. So what made you pick
so
the
for the
University
of Maryland, I really like the fact that, I was in state, but still like a little good distance from home. And I feel like they still have a really good education system for what I want to do. I'm going to be a pre-med track. I'm hoping to go to medical school. So I think it's a really good school for that. And also I feel like the coach has a lot of faith in me. So that was another big reason why I picked it.
Yes, shouts out to Andrew Valman, Coach Andrew Valman, Head Coach Andrew Valman, a.k.a. Olympic gold medalist, a.k.a. Olympic champion. And he's there doing his thing with some of the most talented athletes on the planet. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I had to
plug
plug our guy in. Yeah, but that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he has a great resume, and he's great at what he does.
No,
now,
I haven't.
Trick
I
question.
would
Have
jump
you ever
over
tried hurdles
here and there for fun. And, the real hurdlers would say something about it. But, it's something that I've always wanted to get into, but I just never got into. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it was just me being nervous to try something new, because you know how I've been sticking with the 1 and 2 basically my whole life. So I think it's me being in that comfort zone, like, and not expanding is what held me from doing hurdles for so long. But I'm definitely open to it. I don't know if it's too late, but I would definitely be open to it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So now you hear that, Coach Valman. If you're looking at this interview, you heard what she said. I'm joking. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, no. Here you go.
I didn't try the hurdles because my legs are too short. No, for real, my legs, I am a 6-foot midget. Like, my legs are really short, and my torso is really long. So when I look at hurdles be like where my chest is. Yeah. And, shouts out to people like Caleb Dean, who does 400 hurdles, 110 hurdles. Like, you have to really give off some explosion to go over a hurdle if you're like just at 6 feet or 5'11".
Yeah.
Now for the ladies, it's different. Y'all hurdles are a lot. But even still, though, You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
to go full speed at an object
Yeah.
every day
Yeah.
of your career
I,
is you got to have a different mentality. Like like
yeah.
one of my guests, his name is Chris Thomas, Dr. Chris Thomas. And he said, you
Really?
know, he said every hurdler should play football. Yeah, he said because you have to have a
Yeah, that
certain
makes sense for
mentality to
sure.
go
That makes
full
sense.
speed into an object. He said it's one thing to go full speed and you know nothing is there. You're free. He said, but to go full speed into an object, you got to have a certain mentality. He said, so he said, shouts out to Chris Thomas. He said,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, man, I picked doing the hurdles over
Yeah,
getting sideswiped
I definitely done the same for
by
sure.
somebody full
I definitely.
speed by a grown man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Now,
man,
what
that
was the
was a
hardest
hard one
workout you ever
because
done?
I've done a lot of workouts that I would consider really hard since I'm in short.
Like that one though that you had to see every
Uh,
week that
for I
day
would say
for like six
preseason at
weeks. Which
Bullis,
one was that?
500-meter hills. Those, those were no joke for sure.
Mm.
Yeah,
The fact that
yeah,
you
it
said
was on a cross
500 meters
trail.
and then you have hills. Woo, woo,
Yeah.
wait, getting champions right. Oh my goodness. Now, I just gotta be honest with you. What do you think is gonna what do you think is gonna take to get to the next level? Because you made it from high school to this level.
Um,
Now, what
I
do you
think
think
it's
it's
gonna
gonna take
take
for you to go from
just
this
me
level to the next
being
level?
more consistent, definitely, and putting in that extra work because I feel like just doing the basics is just gonna give you that area where you just keep consistently running the same times and doing the same thing. Yeah, it's definitely the discipline like I'm working on right now to be able to be consistent
Yes.
on the on season. Especially so I've already went through freshman year so I could get a little feel through everything.
I,
Like now really getting into it. Sophomore.
yeah. Nice. Now, you know, the thing for me, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about because on the top level, everybody's good, right? So during the times where I got Olympic medals, I
Pilates.
know this sounds weird. I used to
Promise.
take Pilates. Hear me out first, because
Mm-hmm.
everybody was doing the same workout with the same coach, you know, and I was like, what am I going to do to
Right.
stand out from the guys who's doing the same workout as me,
Mm.
you know? And so I went and I took up Pilates. And for some reason, I was in
Yeah.
there with a 67-year-old woman, and we all were doing these things, and she just made it look so easy. And I was just sweating,
Mm-hmm.
slipping, trying to hold my balance, just shaking. And, you know, that really helped
Yeah.
me in 2004 when I got the Olympic silver.
Mm-hmm.
It was just because I didn't know how to hold my core up and still
Yeah,
relax.
definitely.
Because, you know, anytime we try to run, we're trying to get it, our shoulders rise. Yeah, so I know exactly what you're saying when you say
Yeah,
you have to
yeah,
probably do um,
for sure.
more and extra outside of track and field, you know. So
Mm.
Pilates is one thing, and then I started
Not
getting
too
deep tissue
often,
massages.
honestly. I would
Do you
say, yeah, no,
get
not too
those?
often. Maybe once every few months.
Okay. I used to get those a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
frequent, and at first I thought something was wrong with me because they really hurt. And just like the 400, my coach would say, "Hey, you got to
Mm-hmm.
run a four
Yeah.
by four," and I would just be like, "Man, that really hurts." But I'm so thankful. And shouts out to Coach Mike
Yeah.
Holloway at the University of Florida, who just won the NCAA championship. Shouts out to Mike Holloway because he made me run four by fours just so I could be
Mm-hmm.
strong enough to run fast 100s and 200s. And if it wasn't for him, if it was up to me, I would have did track and field without doing no
Mhm.
400s. And I don't know if I would have made it or not. I just know running those 4x4s indoors and those 400s really helped me with being strong,
Mhm.
running 9.9 in college and then running 20.0 to get on the
Right.
Olympic
Yeah.
team. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
Now,
watched a few of the
did you
races.
watch
You
the
know, it's
NCAA
really just
championships?
interesting and fun to watch, especially when you see races where there's one person that's expected to win and then somebody else comes like as an underdog. So attention.
Mm, yes, yes. Now, did that? Be honest. When you saw those meets,
Yeah,
didn't it make
because
you? Did
the
it make you
times
want to like
are
go outside and just
like
start sprinting?
it's insane. It's the fact that you ran 11 to anything, you couldn't make it to the 100 finals. Like it's to me.
Mm, mm. Yeah, and so I know,
Mm,
like I used to get inspired by watching Bruce Lee kung
right.
fu flicks, right? And so when Bruce Lee be kicking everybody butt, right? As soon as the movie go off, I'll be outside like, whoa! Like I'm doing it too. And so this one year in
Uh-huh.
'96, there was a man named Michael Johnson who wore gold shoes. Before he won the gold, he was wearing gold shiny shoes. I was like, yo, how cocky is that? Like, how confident is that? No offense, Michael Johnson. I'm just saying. You imagine you
Yeah,
line up next to a
you know,
dude, you look up and he already got the
that's
gold
definitely
shoes on and y'all in the prelims? Yeah. So, and so now you all, like yourself, and like all those people that's in D1
yeah.
colleges, junior colleges, D2, you all are the future, you know? And
It
so I
definitely
knew,
did for
that's why I had
sure.
to ask you, did that inspire you, you know? Yeah. Now, who are you, now, being a student of the sport,
Top
who are your top
five,
500-meter sprinters, women?
I would
And
say
if you
for
had to
sure
name them that you
Sharika
watch
Jackson.
that inspire you.
Gabby Thomas doesn't really do it often, but it's really just because of her background for her. Like that's the reason why I picked. And then Thompson, Shelly Ann for sure. And then if I had
Mhm.
to throw in one like just for college right now, I would definitely say Julian Alfred. Mhm.
Oh, man, that's a great top five. And people get mad. They be like, man, that top five?
Oh,
I'm like, yeah.
you
They're like,
know, I
she
wasn't
must
looking
don't
that
know
far.
about Florence Griffin Joyner. She don't know about
I swear I
FloJo. She
know.
too
I swear, and I
young.
was doing
You
the
better
recent
school
ones.
her, man. Yeah, but and that's cool because every generation have the people that inspire them to do great and to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Like my inspiration, it used to be Carl Lewis, right? And then it was weird because it switched from like Maurice Green, who I ended up
Mm-hmm.
training with and winning medals with. I was like, oh, this got to be a dream, but it was real. To like now, the people
Yeah.
who inspire me are like young people,
Right.
people like Ryan Willie, Caleb Dean,
Mm-hmm.
Ashley Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Nala Cherry. You know what I mean? Like people that are
Mm-hmm.
younger than me that can pass the torch. You know? Yeah, so that's how it gets as you get older. I don't want to take it back, but yeah, every generation has people that inspire them to do great. But I realized once I got older, it's people that's younger than me
Yeah,
that
Aaron Brown
um
for sure. It
inspire
is
me.
so.
Like Aaron Brown. Marvin Bracy, Fred Curley. Like, you know what I mean? Just younger people that are doing y'all thing, you know? So now, what inspired you to move forward as far as from high school to a 4-year university. Like, we all had those moments where we'd be like, man, shoot, I just want to be done with it. I'm gonna just do my school.
No.
Oh man, I'm gonna get a job. You know what I mean? Like, what motivated you to really take it to the next step? Because
Yeah,
that's a scary
I feel
moment
like one
when
of the
it's
main
outside your
things that made
comfort
me say
zone.
I want to continue this is the fact that I feel like I definitely have the potential to go far, and I really just want to see myself be able to get there. And I feel like I haven't reached that in high school. So if I had the chance to take it to college and try and succeed there, that's what I wanted to do.
Nice.
Um,
Nice. Now,
Definitely
what
a
music
lot of
motivates you when
Caribbean
you're
soca
training?
music. I usually listen to soca music before I ran. Like I got the flag in the back. I'm always listening to new, old Caribbean songs, like just to get me hyped. And if it's not that, it's definitely a lot of hip hop and rap for sure. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So what artist
In the
really
weight
gets you
room, I
fired up
like
when you're in
Caribbean
the
music
weight room?
too, but a lot of my teammates don't. So we decide to go to the hip hop route. Was just me. I would say like Vibes Cartel, the older stuff.
Right,
But if
right,
we're
right,
doing
right.
newer, I would say like NBA, Young Boy. Oh, I don't know. Stuff is not coming to me right now. I listen to yeah, Gunna, yeah, a little bit of him
Gunna, you
too.
listen to Gunna?
A lot,
Lil Baby?
a little bit of
Uh,
him, a little bit.
okay, cool. NLE Chopper? All right. Now, there's another
I would
young
add that
dude
to my
out there. He got
playlist.
great hair. His name is B. Willer.
Add that to the playlist.
Don DeMarco. Now, when I was your age and I was coming off my freshman year, when I came back home and I had to do those training workouts, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing I was thinking was, man, I gotta get me a job.
Um, at the moment, I don't
Do
have a
you
job,
have
but every
a
summer
job?
I do an internship, which usually starts later in the health field, because I want to be
Yeah,
pre-med, like I said earlier. Hey, Kai. But yeah, anyways,
yes.
like I always do that are in the health field. So this time
No,
around,
that's
I'm doing
great.
a YouthWorks internship that starts in July. It's just a Botch Fellow summership that's for Baltimore City. And I'm just going to be involved with that for about a little over a month just to get familiar in the healthcare field. Like last year, I worked at Sinai Hospital in Baltimore, so I'm just like trying to expand on my healthcare experience.
Nice. So
Yeah, it
science
used
is
to
your
be English,
your
but
favorite
English isn't
subject?
really involved a lot in, where I want to go. So science is definitely the favorite.
Nice. Now, when you're at track meets, how do you deal with
Definitely I would say
nervous
music. The
energy
music helps
and
with that for
anxiety?
sure. It helps me just tune everything else out and focus on me and just get right mentally. Other than that, I like to, try and distract myself by just focusing on what I know I need to do in my race. So that's times what helps me get through it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Now, have you ever
Yeah,
experienced
they are
a Charlie
terrible, and
horse?
I would not recommend it to anyone. But I don't get them too often because I'm not sure if it has to do with how much water you drink, but I drink a lot of water, so I don't really get them as often.
Nice. Now, you going from high school to college, what was your biggest challenge? And
I
how
would
did
say
you
the
overcome that
biggest
big
challenge is,
challenge?
you know, discipline because that's when you're fully on your own. Like, high school, you still got a little bit of parents telling you what to do here and there, but it's like now that you're in college, like everything is on you. So having that discipline to really, manage your time how you need to is definitely something I had to work on for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
balancing your
man. And
time.
that's how you
I'm
overcome those
still working
challenges.
on
You
it for
just
sure, but you know, it's gotten better, a lot better.
cool. Now, what advice do you have for the young people who participated in high school and they was thinking about just giving up because they just didn't approve, they just didn't want to go on? What advice do you have for them? Because you succeeded and went
I
to the
would
next
say for
level.
high
What advice do you
schoolers,
have for those young people that's watching?
don't give up. And I know that they have a lot of potential at the next level. I would say do what you need to do to, you know, refine the love for the sport if that's what you lost, you know, whether you gotta you know, watch old videos when you were successful, or, you know, just, you know, look into different people for motivation, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I see the flag in
it,
the back. Yeah, repping
yeah.
it. John DeMarco. Yeah.
For me,
So
I
now,
definitely
what do
want to
you
be
want your
able to, you
legacy
know,
to
be
be?
known as somebody who came up from, you know, starting from a more unknown college area to a more successful point. And I also want to help put Guyana on the map, because
Yeah.
although there are a few people who, you know, successfully
Yes.
represent Guyana, I don't think it's enough. So I want to be a part of the change to help put it on the map.
Yes. Don DeMarco. Well, yes,
Of
thank you
course.
so much for giving us your time on the Stay in Your Lane Show podcast. You know, and I just let you know that we are rooting for you. I got your back, and I'm just very proud of what you've done and what you're doing, and as you're moving forward. And I wish you nothing but, peace and blessings and success, because you have worked and you have gone through
Right.
injuries and you have gone through different things, and now you are here, you know? And so,
You
yeah.
know,
So
I want to
anything
say
else you
thank
want to
you in the
say before we head
comments,
out, or
you
you
guys.
good?
Thank you. And I just want to say that I'm gonna keep working. You know,
Yeah.
make this summer a time where I don't waste. You know, gotta put in work to make sure I can come back preseason and the on season and just get right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem. All
And
right.
we are out.